Welcome back to Beit Yehoshua. This is Yehoshua, Son of God, Mashiach, Part 4, or Yehosha, Son of God, Mashiach, Part 4. And we just looked at the fact that Yahuwah testified from heaven that this one whom you see before you, this Yehosha, is my son, in whom I'm well pleased. But then we continue, and now Yehoshua begins to develop a group of disciples, beginning with Peter, James, and John, and the others around them, who were all disciples of John. Now, notice, John was a Levite, or John was from the tribe of Levi, and John was a priest, okay? He may have even been, according to some Christian traditions, he was the son of the high priest. And that means that Zechariah, his father, who had been in burning incense in the temple, and had seen the angel Gabriel come and declare to him that he was going to have a son, even though he was past the age, he was the high priest according to these traditions. And so John the Baptist was the son of the high priest in Jerusalem, perhaps a bit like Jeremiah, who was the son of Hilkiah, and there was a Hilkiah at the time called high priest in the time of Jeremiah. So it's likely that Jeremiah was the son of a high priest. Anyway, so in other words, the house of Levi, the priesthood house, was now, under John the Baptist, testifying to the house of David, the house of the Mashiach, even though priests are also Mashiach, because they are also anointed. But the house of David is the house of Mashiach in government. The house of the priesthood is the house of the priest, representing Yahuwah before the people. Now Jesus comes, and he is now declared to be the son of Yahuwah, the son of God, which was prophesied in Psalm 2. And the disciples begin to follow him. Later on, now, the disciples have been following him a little while. Jesus tells Peter, James, and John, or more accurately, maybe Simon, son of Jonah, Yaakov, ben Zabdi, or son of Zebedee, and Yochanan, ben Zabdi, Yochanan, son of Zebedee, go up into the mountain. And in the mountain, they're going to have a very interesting experience. They are going to see something. It's chapter 17 we're looking at. After 6 days, Yehoshua taketh Peter, or Simon, son of Jonah, Yaakov, and Yochanan, his brother, and bringeth them up into an high mountain apart, and was transfigured before them, and his face did shine as the sun, and his raiment was white as light. Now we are getting that sense of going back to creation, to the days when light be, the day when day became, or light became day. He called the light day. Amen. We're going back to that time. And was transfigured before them, and his face did shine as the sun, and his raiment was white as light. And behold, there appeared unto them Moses, which is Moses, Moshe, and Elijah, or Eliyahu, talking with him. Then answered Simon, son of Jonah, Peter, and said unto Yehoshua, Lord, it is good for us to be here. If thou wilt let us make here 3 tabernacles, one for thee, one for Moshe, and one for Eliyahu. While he yet spake, behold, a bright cloud overshadowed them, and behold, a voice out of the cloud which said, This is my beloved son. So the first one said, This is my beloved son, in whom I'm well pleased. But what does this one say? This is my beloved son, in whom I am well pleased. Hear me. Hear ye him. Let's go back to Matthew 4 and see the exact words there, even though it's admitted that I'm not reading from the Greek. But anyway, we'll look and we'll. This is my beloved son, in whom I'm well pleased. Okay, so there's a development in the message now. This is my beloved son, in whom I am well pleased. That's what revealed at the Matthew chapter 3 at the end of it. And now in Matthew 16, after a little bit of time, and they spent time with him, and he says to them, the 3, This is my beloved son, in whom I am well pleased. listen to him. So Jesus has maintained that state of pleasing the Father. Now, if any man is to please God, he must believe that he is, and that he is the rewarder of those who diligently seek him. Amen. This is what Jesus must have been doing all the time, walking in complete faith in the Father, and knowing that the reward of the Father was with him, even if it came to death and resurrection. The reward of the Father would be with him. Okay, now, when the disciples heard that voice, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased, hear ye him." When the disciples heard it, they fell on their face and were sore afraid. And Jesus came, or Yahushua came, and touched them, and said, "Arise, and be not afraid." And when they had lifted up their eyes, they saw no man save Yahushua. This means that what Jesus is about to say to these disciples is a very serious message. Why? Because it needed the testimony of a heavenly voice to tell them, listen to what my beloved Son is about to tell you. Listen to him. Hear ye him. If God introduces this message with such a powerful revelation of himself and who the Son is, this message has got to be important. And it's going to blitz the Simon, the son of Jonah, Peter, and Jacob, and Johannes mindset. This is going to go against the grain. That's why Yahweh testifies on a mountain, just like he testified before Moses and the people of Israel with the 10 commandments, or the 10 messages. Now he testifies on a mountain with his Son. And he says this. What is the message that Jesus tells them after this? And when they had lifted up their eyes, they saw no man save Yahushua only. And as they came down from the mountain, Yahushua charged them, saying, "Tell the vision to no man, until Son of Man be risen again from the dead." Oh. So the first thing he tells them is that this vision is a secret vision for you and me until what? Until the Son of Man be risen from the dead. It is the resurrection which he is beginning to reveal to the disciples. But by saying risen from the dead, he is saying the Son of Man is going to die. Now, some religious people out there deny that Jesus died. It's a lie from the pit of hell. He was going to die. But not only this, and the disciples asked him, saying, "Why then say the scribes that Elijah must come first?" And Jesus answered and said unto them, "Elijah truly shall come first, and restore all things. But I say unto you that Eliyahu is come already, and they knew him not, but have done unto him whatsoever they listed. They had killed Johannes the Doper, Elijah." And now Jesus is taking his position. "Likewise shall the Son of Man suffer of them. They will kill Jesus, the Son of Man." Then the disciples understood that he spoke unto them of John the Baptist. Now, going to verse 22. "And while they abode in Galilee, Jesus said unto them, The Son of Man shall be betrayed into the hands of men, and they shall kill him." So this continues the message which is already begun, which is so important for them to hear, that Yahweh opened up the heavens and started speaking out of heaven to make sure that they heard. This is what the message is. "The Son of Man shall be betrayed into the hands of men, and they shall kill him," just like he said, "and on the third day shall be raised again." And they were exceeding sorrow. And when they were come to Capernaum, okay, so that was that. We continue. We see then that the testimony of the Son of God is here given again. Now, later on, Peter, in the second letter of Peter, writes exactly about that event, saying, "We were eyewitnesses of his majesty, for we heard the voice." Amen. Peter was a witness of the voice from heaven, confirming that this was the Son of God. Amen. Yeah, we'll come to that. Yahweh be with you.